Herbways, the pathway to family wellness.
Cancer is a single cell that suffers genetic changes called mutation. Until a tumor appears due to lifestyle, environmental factors, excessive body weight, alcohol, sun exposure, and from genetical traits. These are what we are going to be looking at today. Cancer. Cancer is a word that is quite ambiguous. Some people believe it is a spiritual attack. Some people believe it is idiopathic. In other words, it has no cause. And some people believe it is incurable. So many things we hear about cancer. We are going to look at it today because if we're getting so many calls, people are saying we have not been talking about cancer. Are we avoiding it? Everybody is avoiding cancer. Yes, because of the rate at which the thing is causing casualties all over the place. People believe that the moment you are attacked like this, there is no bailout for you. One has to just kick the bucket. Let me use that language. What should that be? What can we do to prevent it? Do you know it could be prevented? And do you know that in some instances it could be better managed? We are going to be looking at that today. Now, this is your program, the award-winning program on TV, Herbs and Therapeutics under a program called Herbways, the only program on TV that is promoting the tenets of natural medicine. Yes, that is a statement you can take to the bank. The only TV station that is promoting natural medicine. That is WAP TV. Kudos. So, and I want to say a big thank you to all of you, our viewers. Our viewers, the watching rank is growing by the day. People are calling from, last week, people saw this program on YouTube. I received a call from Italy, people calling from Milano, people calling from Cote d'Ivoire, and so on and so forth. So the rank is swelling, and we thank you for your continuous patronage. It's because you have put faith in this program. Most of you have turned it to your Saturday tonic. Today is not going to be an exception. Now, what is the news that is still making wave as we speak? The issue of people using sniper to preserve beans. Are we not in trouble? Yes, the news went viral last week, and even till today as I'm talking. People are saying, are we going to stop eating beans if people can now be using sniper as a form of preservatives? You see, but the Consumer Protection Agency, they have spoken. They said you should be careful. If you want to go and buy beans anyway, make necessary inquiries. Is it preserved with the sniper? I mean, because sniper is not good for human consumption. Those of you who have used sniper, when you put it in your house, you can't stay in that house even for hours, because when it enters your respiratory system, it could be very, very deadly, especially those of you who are prone to have asthma. Those of you, even if you are not prone to asthma, if they use sniper wherever you are, you know it is dangerous. You feel like it's choking you, feel like suffocating. Now, they now had that one as a preservative to beans. And beans is being consumed all over, let me say all over the world, because they eat it in Europe, Asia, and the rest of them. This morning I heard beans. So beans is everywhere. So people are now trying to say, are they going to eat it? It's all over the place. But they are saying we can eat beans. But when you want to go and buy your own beans, please make all the necessary inquiries to make sure that what you are buying has not been polluted with snipers. And then I now start wondering, in the olden days, even these weevils they are trying to kill, the agriculturists, the people who studied agriculture are saying that those weevils are necessary things that should be inside the beans, that if the weevil can survive, it shows that the bean is edible. And when we were young, they usually cook everything together, the beans and the weevils together, and they call it kokorewa. I'm sure those of us who are in that category, who are in that age, you know what it is. You put gari in it and you savour it. They even said it can contribute to people to grow tall that time. They will say, Otijewa, he has eaten kokorewa. So what is happening now? People are now trying to eliminate what they shouldn't have eliminated. Go and use snipers to kill cockroaches in your house. Go and use snipers to kill bed bugs. Don't use sniper on our beans. Use some other forms of preservative. It is better to eat beans that has been eaten with weevil than eating the one that has been polluted with the sniper. So please be careful. And at this juncture, I want government to even do more than that. Maybe they are going to constitute a committee in the various markets as task force to be monitoring the way people are preserving our foodstuffs, so that we won't use our own hands to kill ourselves. Yes, we thank God Nigeria is not prone to all these natural disasters, but we shouldn't use our own hands to eliminate ourselves. That is what we are going to be doing today. Now, let's talk about a particular fruit. You know, on this program, we always talk about those fruits which you tend to look down on, which you may not pay any attention. What fruit are we talking about today? I want to show our viewers two fruits. If you can differentiate between those two fruits. Yes, these are the two fruits. So, what's the difference? This bigger one, what is it? Tangerine and tangelo. So, which one is tangerine? Which one is tangelo? I know the viewers that are watching at home, they are making a guess. You know, which one is tangerine? Which one is tangelo? Because they are not the same. Even though they belong to the same family, they all belong to the same family of citrus. One is called Citrus tangelo, and one is called Citrus reticulata. The smaller one is tangerine. The bigger one is tangelo. Do you know what you can derive from eating tangerine and tangelo? And when was the last time you ate tangerine? You know, I have said it on this program that we Nigerians, we don't usually eat fruits. These days, when we are eating fruits, some of us are very selective. We believe by the time I eat watermelon, pawpaw, banana, that's it. No. These are fruits that you should. The citrus family are very, very rich in calcium, vitamin C. They are very rich in vitamin C. For starters, tangelo, this big one, is full of B12, folic acid, and plays a role in blood cells formation, these big ones. And it's very nourishing. It has a lot of water there. So when you feel like dehydrating, this is what you should eat. And it is sweet tasting. Look at it. Very sweet. So we should cultivate the habit of eating fruits. Yes, rather than eating all this fast food. Fruits. Because this has natural enzymes, which we can derive a lot of flavor, you know. This has natural enzymes. It has potassium too. So those of us who may fall short of potassium, especially pregnant women, who may have the likelihood of developing what we call edema. When the potassium energy in you the potassium content is being depleted, this should come to the rescue. And it is a form of hydrating yourself when you take this, you know, sweet tasting. Then it also aids digestion, because when you eat it, you swallow it. So it aids digestion. It reduces cholesterol in the body. Then it treats skin condition, delaying aging, rich in vitamin A, and is able to take care of issues like pimples, eczema, wrinkles, and so on and so forth. It also promotes vitamin B12, reduces hair loss, promotes hair growth, and some other things. That's tangelo. Tangelo. What about tangerine? Tangerine too is also a very powerful antioxidant. It's very rich in vitamin C. You know, you can see. So we should cultivate the habit of eating fruit. You know, that's what we do on this program. Some of those fruits we tend to neglect. The tiger nuts of this world, the cocoyam of this world, the tangerine of this world. Those are what we've been promoting on this program. And come to think of it, look at this, the skin. The peel is not useless. You see, it's not useless. This peel, if you have a juicer in your house, you can actually extract the ingredient at the back of this, and then you make a very good smoothie with it. It's very good. It aids digestion, you know. So you see that there is no waste in nature. So these are the things we should be doing. So we should be eating at all time, so that we can live healthy. We are talking about, we just open with a topic on cancer. That's what we'll be discussing today. Cancer is going to be our topic today. And I want to tell you that one of the ways to fight cancer is when you take in good fruit, when you eat well, you can be rest assured that you started the fight against cancer. Before, whether we like it or not, we all have the tendency to have cancers in our various body. It's only when it is detected that we start crying up and down. And they are now saying that if you notice cancer in your system at the early stage, cry out for help so that it can be treated. But when it becomes big, we are going to be talking about this in the second segment. So that is how it's going to be on this segment. And when we come your way in the therapy segment, we shall be discussing cancer. So tell your brothers, tell your friends, and everybody who are watching other stations, they should tune to WAP TV, because WAP TV does it better. Shabbat Shalom. See you at the second segment. According to health experts, cancer do not show up in the standard test until they are multiplied to a few billion. When doctors tell cancer patients that there is no more cancer cells in their bodies after treatment, it just means the tests are unable to detect the cancer cells because they have not reached the detectable size. And listen to these statistics. Cancer cells occur between 6 to more than 10 times in persons prevented from multiplying and forming tumors. When a person has cancer, it indicates that the person has nutritional deficiencies. That is from the angle of nutrition. This could be due to genetic, due to environmental, food, and lifestyle factors. You see, these days we have a lot of genetically modified foods. We have a lot of foods that are grown with certain forms of agricultural techniques, which may be alien to our country, which may be alien to our weather. There are instances in which some livestock are given some steroid injection to multiply, especially those in the production of milk. These are the things we see. And this is really good for our health. And that was why it has always been advocated that, yes, it is good to breastfeed your child, not depending on those ones that are brought from overseas or tin food. Because the milk that was used in producing that powdered milk, we didn't know the source. We are not sure whether it follows what we call GMP, good manufacturing practices. We are a consuming nation, we don't manufacture. So that puts a lot of stress on whatever we are eating. So we need to be very, very careful. The essence of this program is not going to scare anybody because some people believe cancer should not even be discussed. But why not? If it is killing people here and there, we should not just keep quiet. We want to talk about it. There are instances in which these things are preventable, judging from the nutritional point of view, and that is what we are promoting. That is what natural health is all about, to enable the body's own curative system to be activated, maybe by fruits, by herbs, by some other forms of therapies. So, like I said in the opening, what is even cancer? People are hearing cancer here, cancer there. Some people don't even know it. I was watching an Hollywood movie where somebody was shaking, and the old man was suggesting that maybe he has cancer. I mean, can you imagine? It has gone to that level. So, cancer is a single cell that suffers genetic changes called mutation. The meaning of that is the cell should grow normally, but because of genetic changes, the cell will start changing in shape. It will start growing abnormally. And when that happens, people are saying it is due to the proliferation of free radicals in the body, which is possible. And the only way to deal with that is if you have a lot of antioxidants in your body. Where will you get the antioxidant? You can get all these things from a good nutrition, especially from fruits and vegetables. And God has blessed us in this country. We have so many fruits. We will be advocating nutrition, fruits on this program because that is just the only way out. But we don't eat fruit as such in this country, and we are blessed. Go to Benue State, you see mangoes ripening on the trees. No one is able to pluck them. See plenty of fruits here. I have said it on this program that we only eat fruits on 3 occasions in this country. When someone is sick, he doesn't have appetite, you see them buying oranges to go and give him on the sick bed. Or when they want to do anniversary in the church, people will buy coconut, banana, and all these things. Then they call it ogede shegun. That is when you see people eating fruit. Or maybe when somebody cannot really, the third occasion, when somebody cannot really, those are the occasions in which we eat fruit in this country. But that should not be. Fruit should be part of our diet. That's what we call fruit fasting in medicine. That is when you put yourself strictly on fruit. And that may not be necessarily due to the fact that you want to lose weight, but to activate the natural enzymes in your system, to be able to act as a catalyst so that some biochemical processes can take place, Those are why we eat, or that's why we're advocating fruit. Fruit could be one of the secrets to longevity. After all, in the olden days, these are what is in the vogue. In the creation, fruits, and fruits. So we should cultivate the habit of eating fruits. These days, there are a lot of new dimensions to it. People believe it has to be juiced, it has to be that. But in whatever form, make sure you eat fruit. Let us at least take a bit of vacation from the normal carbohydrates, because Africans, we can't do without carbohydrates here. So what can we do? Let's take some fruits, And we have fruit. You can do it in combo if you want to enjoy it. Those are one of the ways to really deal with cancer. Now, let's now look at some foods that can take cancer away. You know, we have 4 stages of cancer. Like I said, we have 4 stages of them. The stage, the second, the third, and the fourth. When it has that fourth, that would be very, very, that could be very, very deadly, you know. But the watchword here is, if you go for medical checkup as at when due, if something is detected, they will be able to deal with it at that infant stage. When it has grown big, it's now got to a point where you need to do chemo. You know that, yes, danger is beckoning. But before then, and this is not a thing you can say, well, it cannot hit me. It's not about complacency. It's about taking the necessary precaution against all these things. So these are foods that you may eat. You can eat that can prevent cancer. Vegetables, yes, we've said it, vegetables. God bless us in this country. We have vegetables in this country. Spinach will grow when it's not even planted by anybody. So what are we talking about? Yes, we have spinach all over the place. Same thing goes for ewedu. Same thing goes for water leaf. Inendusi from Lagos. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Habways. Which part of Lagos are you calling from?
From Okota.
Please make your contribution.
Good morning, Dr. Adewale.
Thank you.
Okota.
Thank you. Yes, I'm hearing you. Please, you can tune down.
Yes, I want to ask for the processing of the Tanjalo pills.
I don't get it. You want to ask for what?
The processing of the Tanjalo.
The processing or potency?
The processing of the Tanjalo pill.
I'm not an agriculturist. What we have said today is to enumerate the nutritional value of those fruits.
Yes, the processing. How do I process it to consume?
It's simple now. You saw me eating it the other time. Peel it off and eat it, just as I did. Just like this. I mean, the Yoruba will say, Kosawola wewa. No big deal about cooking beans. Put it on fire and cook it. Look at it.
Can I blend it with a blender?
I wouldn't subscribe to that. Eat it naturally and chew it. Chew it and swallow it.
Okay.
That would be better. Chew it and swallow it. That's why God made it like that. God did not make tangerine or tangerine to be put inside a blender. You have to chew it, savor the taste. Eat that thing and swallow it. All those things are what we do in the body. But if you blend it, all those things you may not be really feasible in what you are doing, in what you are eating. So you have to eat it and feel the taste. So mastication is very, very important. It has to be chewed. Thank you for that call. And please, we still welcome more calls because cancer is a very serious issue. We are going to take it in series. Next week, God's willing, maybe we'll talk about breast cancer, talk about colon cancer. We are not hospital, like I always say. We are only giving counseling on how to live a natural life so that we can to promote longevity. That's what basically we do on this program. We are not parading any therapeutic arrogance. We are not saying one is better, one is not good, but it is better to err on the side of nature so that we can live long. That's basically what we do on this program. So we are talking about foods that can prevent cancer. We talked about vegetable, garlic. As you know that garlic is a natural antibiotic. Cabbage, soya beans, onion, carrots, tomatoes, all green and yellow vegetables, fruit, especially citrus, oranges, like these are all citrus family, you know, orange, tangerine, grapes, and so on and so forth. They all belong to the family of citrus, you know, cabbage, broccoli, tea, and milk. These are the foods that you can eat. Make sure these are all in your menu. I mean, if you do that, or even if you are someone who is bedridden currently, these are things you should be eating. Now, let's now look at foods that can encourage cancer. Foods that may encourage cancer are meat, especially the red meat. And we said it on this program that the moment you are over 40 or you are going to 50, you should stop eating red meat. You know, it's not going to do your body any good, you know. High fat foods. When we say high fat foods, we are talking about those people who can't eat their food without frying. They must fry it as if you are a fry pan, fry everything, So you must, diminish that act of cooking, Then, of course, vegetable oils, such as corn oil, excessive alcohol, and the rest. Ahmed from Samfara. Ahmed, good morning or good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How is Samfara today?
Samfara is fine, sir.
Are you calling from Guso?
Yeah, I'm calling from Uzo.
Please make your contribution.
Yeah, is it cucumber good for preventing cancer?
You say what?
Cucumber.
Cucumber?
Yeah,
It's good for what?
for curing cancer.
Kata?
Cancer.
Cancer. Cucumber is good. Anything that is green, the phytochemicals that constitute the green aspect in any fruit has been considered by nutritionists to be very, very good in promoting homeostasis, and they are rich in antioxidants. Anything that is rich in antioxidant could as well be good as far as cancer management is concerned. So cucumber is not bad, but like I said, sometimes it's better to take them in combo, take them in combination, So thank you from Samfara State. That was nice. Okay, we can take one more call before we round up. So what we are saying here is that when you have this issue, please seek appropriate treatment. And like we always say on this program, cancer is not a death sentence. Just as HIV/AIDS is not a death sentence, hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E, they are not death sentence. Those people who believe in this program, who are a fan of this program, they know that this program is a life-saving program that saved a lot of lives. So let us continue to use what God has given us. It's very, very important. We can only solve our problems in our own way. Like we always say that, what I mean in our own way, please, in a very scientific way. Because what I always tell people is that malaria is not a sickness of the Chinese. So for us to be importing artemether and lumefantrine and all these things, it's not a bad idea, but the best way is to deal with malaria in our own way. We have so many species of herbs that can be used. We've talked about lemon the other time. We talked about lemon. We've talked about lime. We've talked about all those things that you can use. If you go to where they are selling herbs, our mothers or these people selling herbs, they have all these things. They will package them for you. Even though I'm not advocating that you should be buying your herbs from the roadside people, but there are some people that have actually been trained by the government. They are licensed by Lagos State Traditional Medicine Board to sell herbs. So patronize people like that. Patronize people that are certified to practice so that you don't endanger your life into the hands of point and kill doctors. I will call them that way, So make sure you do the needful. But you will take more responsibility for your health rather than. So that is what we are saying on this program. So we are talking about those foods that can help. What about lifestyles? Yes, lifestyles too helps. You should not be doing sedentary jobs. Those of us who are always confined ourselves to do sedentary jobs, in other words, we'll be sitting down here and there. You can take some stroll, burn some fats. The tendency is that when the fat accumulates in your body, it is possible that the cancer cell could proliferate in an environment where we have a lot of fats. So if you try and exercise, you walk around, move around, take part in exercises. But then if you must take part in exercise, you know that there is a caution. You must not do exercise when you have not seen your doctor, so that they must test the level of your cardiopulmonary ability to be able to withstand pressure and stress. So that is how it's going to be on this program today. Thank you for listening. And if you have missed this program, Tuesday is another day. The conversation continues. You have seen my number there. So anything you don't understand, please let's discuss so that we can live a happy life. Shabbat Shalom. See you next week. Bye for now.
Herbways, the pathway to family wellness.